Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to do another trace of some code, this time a method that actually takes a parameter. We didn't see that before. So we're going to start with the same example that we did before. We've got a single ticket machine on the object bench, just a single ticket machine because I don't have enough room on the slide for more of them, and here is the actual machine object on the objects area. Okay. Over time, people put money in. It started out as a 25-cent machine that didn't have anything in it, but at this point we've got 160 cents in balance. That's what the person has put in the machine so far, and 625 that's in the machine from previous customers. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're either going to right-click on the TM1 object in the object bench and select Insert Money and then type in 10 as the parameter. Or alternatively, you can think of it as us typing tm1.insertmoney10. Okay. Here is the actual code from the Better Ticket Machine Insert Money method. I modified it a little bit to make this example a little bit more interesting. So it's going to return a Boolean. Boolean is going to be called happy. And if the amount that's put in is greater than 0, then we'll add the amount to the current balance and also set happy to be true. Otherwise, we'll print an error message and set happy to be false, and in the end, we'll return happy. Okay, so we're going to run the method. Here's what we had before we started to run the method. Whenever you run the method, make a new piece of scrap paper for it. So this is the insert money method, so that's what we've got on here. All right. Now the first thing you do when you run a new method is you make a this and point it to the object that was before the dot, or the object that you right-clicked on. In this case, it was TM1. So we've got this. Now we look and we see, are there any parameters in the method? And if there are, make boxes for them. So we've got a box called amount, which is of type int. And then we need to copy the actual value into that integer box. And the actual value in this case was 10. So we copy that into the box. And there we go. We got 10. So now we're finally ready to start running the method. Okay. So it says Boolean happy, so we're going to make a new box of type Boolean called happy. Boolean's always initialized to false, so we'll set that to false. And we're ready to look at the if. First thing we need to do is figure out whether amount is greater than 0. 0 is a constant, so we don't have to worry about that too much. But what's amount? Well, of course, whenever we want to find out amount, we first look in the local variables for the current method, which is insert money. And we look in there, there's amount, we're great, amount is 10. So now we need to check, is 10 greater than 0? It is, so we're going to go into the if. This equation says balance gets balance plus amount. Evaluate the right-hand side first. What's balance plus amount? Well, we need to figure out what balance is. Where do we look? We look inside the local variables for the current function, the current method, insert money. Well, is there something called balance in here? Nope, not in here. So we take the arrow, we follow the arrow up into this, and we say, is there a balance in there? You bet there's a balance in there, so balance is 170. We need to add amount to that. What's amount? Ah, well, good, amount is there. So amount's 10. What's 170 plus 10? That's 180. Okay, we've evaluated the right-hand side. Now we got to figure out the left-hand side. Where's balance? Where do I put that 180? Same thing. Start by looking in the local variables here. Insert money, not in here, so we follow the arrow up to this. There's a balance, so we're good. We put the 180 in there. All right. Next line, it says happy gets true. Okay, goodbye false, hello true. We finished the if. Of course, it's an if else, so we skipped all that. The last line of the code says return happy. So what's happy? We got to look in here and evaluate it. We're going to return it in a bubble. There you go. And as soon as you've done a return statement, you crumple up the new piece of paper you've made. So goodbye piece of paper. We're done. Okay. And the method is finished.